The global aviation industry is in a race to decarbonize. As more and more countries commit to net zero emissions, companies are scrambling to make planes that burn less fuel and produce fewer emissions. One promising solution is hydrogen. While hydrogen planes aren't quite ready for takeoff just yet, several startups are working on designs that could change everything. Let's take a look inside this hydrogen-powered planes revolution. Hydrogen has a lot going for it as a fuel source. It's incredibly abundant, powering 40% of the sun's energy. It's also clean burning. The only emission from a hydrogen-powered engine is water vapor. That makes it an ideal candidate for powering the planes of tomorrow. But why haven't we seen hydrogen-powered planes already? The issue is infrastructure. Filling up a car with hydrogen is easy enough. There are around 8,300 hydrogen fueling stations worldwide. Filling up a plane would require even more infrastructure, since planes need much more energy to fly. And there are other challenges too. While hydrogen is abundant on Earth, it's not naturally found in its pure form. That means that any hydrogen used as fuel will have to be produced first through electrolysis, a process that requires electricity to split hydrogen molecules from water. This adds another layer of complexity and cost. Still, these issues haven't stopped companies from trying. In fact, dozens of startups have sprouted up recently with designs for hydrogen-powered planes. So which ones have the best shot at making a hydrogen plane a reality? Let's check out some of the most promising contenders. Zero Carbon Aviation is a startup based in France that's designing a hydrogen internal combustion engine. Their goal is to power planes that can carry up to 19 passengers. Zero Carbon Aviation's technology uses liquid hydrogen at -253 degrees Celsius. It gets injected into a modified combustion chamber where it's mixed with oxygen. Once the hydrogen is burned, the only byproducts are water and heat. The heat powers the engine, which then turns the plane's propeller. The company says that their engines should be able to reduce carbon emissions by 70% compared to conventional planes. The downside is that these engines won't be ready until 2028 at the earliest, and it's not clear how well they'll work in larger planes. Another option is to replace the internal combustion engine with a hydrogen fuel cell. Instead of burning hydrogen, a fuel cell combines hydrogen and oxygen to produce electricity. That electricity is then used to power an electric motor. The benefit of this approach is that it's much more efficient. Internal combustion engines only convert about 30 to 40% of a fuel's energy into power. The rest is lost as waste, heat, or noise. Fuel cells, on the other hand, can convert up to 60% of a fuel's energy into power. The downside is that fuel cells are expensive and heavy. They also require a large supply of hydrogen, which makes them hard to recharge while in the air. But several startups are working on ways to make fuel cells lighter and cheaper. Take, for example, the High Flyer, a small plane powered by a hydrogen fuel cell. Its creators say that it should be able to fly for up to 5 hours without producing any emissions. Or consider the Alice aircraft, a larger plane with a range of up to 800 miles. Its manufacturer, Aviation, says that it'll be able to cut carbon emissions by up to 50%. These planes may not be much bigger than your average private jet, but if they can be made more efficient, they could be game changers when it comes to reducing aviation's impact on the environment. That's a look inside the hydrogen-powered planes revolution. If you liked this video, check out our other videos about the future of aviation, including supersonic planes and vertical takeoff and landing vehicles. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates.